Hello, and welcome to Clickbait Central. Got to give the wiggle test. Late night. AJ's up, Chris is up, Brian's up, John's up. John, when do you sleep, bro? You talking about getting up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock? I guess I can speak freely since it's 10:40 at night. What the fuck? I got a dot eyes. BBC! You're not curled up under a blankie with your girly? Watching Home Alone 16? Close my eyes for a couple winks. Nothing wrong with that. I did a very cool color tonight. Did a very, very cool color. My vision came to life for the most part. If I was truly being free, I would have splattered these bitches, but I didn't. I would have splattered them with silver maybe on the top. It probably needs it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to risk it. Trying to play this thing called a guitar. You certainly try. I'll give it to you, BBC. You try. Paint. Triple dotted eyes or just two? What say you? Let's hear it in the comments. I got time for 3, I believe. But if I do 3, it'll make this conversation. No, it'll be the same because I have to leave them anyway. So the vision was, we all know the most effective, worst selling color known to civilization, to Bass civilization, is skunk or black, anything, or just very, very dark colors. Highly effective. I've painted them for Elite Series pros. I was talking to a pro at the Classic. And he said, man, you know that black and blue crankbait you painted me? I said, yeah. He said, I catch the shit out of them on that thing. He said, out of all that shit you painted me, I probably catch more fish on that one. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, nobody believes me, though. I said, that's whatever. And so I said, what if I could combine like a skunk type flavor, but do it in like a gunmetal blue chartreuse to where it's still dark, it's still silhouette's good in the water, it shows up, but it's still kind of bright but dark. I accomplished it. It's sexy as a mother. Let's see. It's succulent. I didn't block anybody. I don't block people unless you're a total dick. But it's like color changing. It doesn't have color shift paint in it, but like if you look at it in the light, it's got so much pearl in it that it flash it like it looks bright. But if you like take it away from the light, it looks very dark. I don't know if I can do that, but like right here, it looks silver. It's not. It looks way shittier on camera. I'll take good pictures though. You'll be able to see it, or I'll take a video. It needs to be out in the sun. This one's guaranteed to catch their ass. I know it. The bottom chartreuse. I don't know if it shows up very good. Not really. Not really. But see, it's not that blue at all. There is blue on it, but it's not nearly that blue. There's just a little across the shoulder under the scales. Telling you, this fucker's gonna work real good. Triple dot. Okay. Triple dot it is. One eye blue and the other chartreuse. I could do I guess it would be blue irises with or chartreuse irises with blue pupils. I have a test bait that I could do that on. Only do mismatch eyes on a mistake. Hello, Tom. I am up late. I'm trying to get work done so I can close down for the holidays. I gotta get all this. I gotta get all this shit clear coated tomorrow and on the website. Which AJ, did you see the most recent mistake eyes? Where are they? Spy versus spy. Or the best way to hold it. Where is it? Right there. Okay. There you go. There you can't tell. Pink. Where's my paper? Where's my receipt? It's a little yeah, there you go. Isn't that cool as shit? I've been wanting to do a black and white bait for a while. BBC, you don't even know, bro. You don't even know. That white is really, really white. Yes, it's called titanium white. It is very bright. All right. We're triple dotting. And we're not doing goofy colors, BBC. We're not doing goofy ass colors. If you want to do goofy ass colors, do them on your baits. Do goofy shit on your stuff. You show. Singes the eyes when you're tired. Yeah. Yeah, it do. But for anybody just joining, BBC is on here and he has everybody blocked. So be aware. Be aware. If you're not seeing BBC's message, He's a dick. He blocked everybody. Probably should thin my black. It's looking a little thicky. Starting to get the little ninny on it. Okay. We're rolling. It is almost tomorrow. Anybody watch Travis and them tonight? I was painting, listening to Christmas music. So I didn't get to tune in, see what Eric and the boys were talking about. There's a little We Are I did. You can kind of see that one better because it's got a little more body to it. You can kind of see the color. It's like a ghost blue gunmetal. I mean, when you see this thing, I'm telling you, hogs are going to get cranked. BBC, weren't you just selling a bunch of workhorses? Aren't you the workhorse flipper? Looks better in person. The classic painter line is pics don't do it justice. Pics don't do it justice. I can't tell you how many baits I've listed with the description, pics don't do it justice. And it's true. People have told me, you're right. Pics don't do it justice. I said, no, I can't take a picture of everything. Like I could take 10 pictures of like every possible angle, but it doesn't really give you the whole, it doesn't give you the full thought. Here you go, BBC. Here's one for you. The girl, she didn't look better in person. After a couple of brewskis, someone needs to figure out how to photograph baits and show every color in pearls. It's called video. And even then, it's the closest thing you can do. But even then, you don't capture everything your eyes can see. And I don't know why. I mean, it's like another eyeball. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer, bros. It didn't get it perfect, but better than a damn still photograph. I don't know why. I guess we're gonna have to wait for holograms to project into your hand off of your phone. Maybe that's the answer. That was a wild looking one, wasn't it? These are drop baits. I painted them all the same color. It's a perfect match. You will have a shallow and a deep. It's not a double drop. It is a normal drop of two baits. There will be one extra though. Princess Leia, help me, Obi-Wan. Exactly. Except clearer. Except clearer. You are our only hope, Obi-Wan. I think my dad was the one that used to call him Obi Kenobi, and it used to always make me laugh. Oh, Obi Kenobi. Because you don't realize it rhymes until you take out Wan. Whoa, got a little crazy on that. We have to do a redo. Glad it wasn't lacquer. Glad it wasn't lacquer. Doing anything fun for Christmas? No. No. What do you consider fun? I mean, to me, Christmas itself is fun. Actually, I take that back. The anticipation and days leading up to Christmas, I believe, are more fun than Christmas. Unpopular opinion, maybe? Flame me. Christmas Eve is better than Christmas Day. Somebody go ahead and put that in your YouTube story, in your Instagram story for clicks. Chris, we can't talk about that on here. The bean can almost read, bro. She's getting close. You would partially agree. What's a partial? What? How do you partially agree? What do you say then, young Brendan? You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Is that from Star Wars? Are they talking about the Dagobah system? Where is Brendan? He's on here. I told you, he just blocked everybody, I think. Little Rich. Something has gone haywire with YouTube. Everybody's names got screwed up. BBC's got everybody blocked. Something is wrong. The Christmas Eve bar crawl is a pretty cool family tradition, AJ. What are you going to do when you have a little baby horseshoe. Mos Eisley. That's right. Mos Eisley. Take it with. Take it. It. And by it, he means the human that has come forth. From his loins, the fruit of his loins. Take it with. It's a good start. Starts crying. Get that little goob a damn drink. Get that little goob a damn drink. What are y'all anybody, any of y'all have any good family traditions on Christmas? I made sausage cheese balls for the first time of the season a couple nights ago. I was craving them, and I had a pack of Jimmy Dean sausage left over from hunting, and said, rather than cook this for breakfast, I am going to make cheese balls. Sausage cheese balls. And I did. And they were okay. They were okay. Is anybody getting fishing stuff for Christmas? Or is that not gift domain? Sausage balls are killer with pancakes and syrup. I've never had them as a side item with breakfast. I've only had them just as like an appetizer. BBC, what'd you get the girlfriend for Christmas? Fucking 10-carat ring? Tell the truth. Did you sell 15 horses, thoroughbred horses, and buy her a damn moon rock? Damn blood diamond? Did he go to Jared? He could have. Is that the jeweler? Chris, knowing BBC and the horse mafia he's in the jewelry world, he's probably got a guy. You know what I mean? Oh, I got a guy. Getting milk for free. Hello, Johnny. I was thinking about you when I was on the road. 16-hour drive from Eureka, Kansas to Mobile, Alabama, and we were driving by all these truck stops and stuff, and I was thinking to myself, we went by the Pilots, and we went by the Loves, and we went by the new Peters, and we went by all these truck stops, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder what Johnny's favorite is. I kind of like Loves. I liked their junk the best. And by junk I mean just like just bullshit they have on the walls, like hats and shirts and shit. Loves. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Got her a Brazilian cowhide that's pretty cool. I had a belt buckle with her name made on it. Is that for you or for her? The belt buckle with her name on it. Oh, I didn't get a belt buckle. I just got her name branded into my fucking shoulder. Belt buckle's for her. Brazilian cowhide. Sounds like a good place to hang out. Your Brazilian cowhide rug. Socks only. Can't walk on that thing with shoes. I might know a guy that knows a goldsmith. See? You rodeo dudes, y'all all know guys. Because you gotta get them belt buckles made. Gotta know a jeweler. These are gonna have mega eyes on them. Which I don't mind. Brazilian cowhide rug. I'm going to look that up. You have a picture of it? Send it to me if you can. I want to see what Brazilian cowhide is. What makes it different than standard cowhide? Best part of Xmas is cooking a rib roast. Like who roast beef? Beast? With the little things on the tip of the bones? You will be the first to know when I get engaged. I think that's a lie. You just told me a lie, BBC. I will not be the first to know when you get engaged. You just lied to me and all the campers. Like a mole. Like a mole would. I hope she knows first. Nope. AJ. Old painter dude. I'm getting the news first. First to know besides my family and hers. There you go. There you go. Don't blow smoke up my ass, BBC. We'll know when it's our turn to know. And that's understandable. We're not a priority in the list of engagement people. Hold up, I gotta ask Painter Dude if I can do something. What does that mean? TK, can you ask BBC if he is getting engaged at the Classic? BBC, will you be getting engaged at the Classic? AJ, he did. He did consult the Painter Dude. He said, hey, I should marry this chick? I don't know. Maybe. So does she eat your smoked meats? He said, yes. I said, okay. Fine by me. Sounds like a good woman. Oh! Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. Need some water. Water. Oh, it took all my rags. Seriously. That was a close one. Right before they announced the winner. How funny would that shit be? Brandon Palaniuk, come up here. Looking for 20 pounds, 9 ounces. Hold on, excuse me. My name is BBC, and I've got an announcement. I've got something I'd like to say. I haven't made it into anything yet, BBC. Probably just grind it up and make hamburger. We never can eat enough sausage. You need some venison? I can hook you up. I can hook a brother up. Order a bait, get 10 pounds of venison with it. It's the holiday deal this year. Steve Kennedy. And by the way, swiveling hook hangers blow. I don't care what Steve Kennedy says. BBC out. Dude, when we were in Kansas, all we've got is VHS tapes and shit to watch, like old DVDs. We watched Meet the Fockers. This shit's pretty damn funny. I had forgotten how funny that shit is. You got a dough. You hit that dough with the truck. Let those marinate overnight. What are these? We'll put a dot on them to see what they look like. Cheddar and pepper. Yeah, dude. We got some. I told you, dude. We got so much of that shit. You can't eat it enough. You get burnt out before you can eat it all. That's the problem. Is like there's so much cheddar and jalapeno sausage back there. Link, summer sausage, just pounds and pounds and pounds of it. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. Like I said, you can't eat it enough because you just get tired of eating. Like, in order to eat all that sausage, we'd probably have to eat it a couple times a week every week. The truth is revealed about the last baits I ever paint. They're right here. And the truth is, it's bullshit. It's the last baits I'll paint this year. Real painters pick the bills out first. I wish I could. You know, Illuminathan. I asked Burns, I said, how hard would it be to send me the baits without the bills? And he was like, no. Well, he sends some baits to Makoto from Drip Baits in Japan. And Builder Dude finished his baits, and he makes his baits, the way he builds his baits, they're very, 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 very difficult to disassemble. Makoto gets the baits from Burns, and that son of a bitch chops the lips out of them just to paint them. It's dedication, dude. That is dedication. Because he knows that is the proper way. I mean, it was only 6 of them, but still, you gotta be nuts, or you gotta be crazy. I'll go ahead and dot these sides. Go ahead and get these out of the way. See how they look. If this wasn't my job, I would probably take on dumbass passion projects like that, where you do the right thing and you damn chop the bills out. But like Ed Chambers, he has a hook on the backside of his bill, and some guys drill holes in their bill so the epoxy and the glue goes through the bill, and you're left with a very secure bill. And these little Wears are pretty sexy, or Rebels. Oh, here's a paint tip for you. If you use isopropyl alcohol for anything, when you get done with it, these are really good paint bottles. solvent doesn't eat through them or anything. No, it's the last batch for the year. Last batch. Well, no. I mean, maybe. It's the last batch before Christmas. Let's say that. I'll have to paint. I'll have to paint something after Christmas. Can't take off because I took off 10 days to go dick around in Kansas. So I actually am in the hole. I have to make up time. So I have to work double. You know what I mean? But I got a mother I'm working on now. I got to get it out this week for a guy. The local Austin legend, Grant Langmore, the previous Town Lake record holder, until our friend Willie Pipkin broke it this past spring on a Zoom fluke bed fishing. That was like maybe a 14-pounder. I don't think it was in Barton. I think it was on the main lake, but the Messiah did get his bait. It was just one. Oh, you said bait. Let's see what the Messiah said. He's got my phone number. A lot of people have my phone number and they still text me on Facebook or whatnot. Let's see. Let's see if the kids are in the bed. AJ, you do that too? Hey, I got a question for y'all. Do any of y'all have a large volume of Rebel Mini Rs? If you do, let's talk. He said, "Thank you for the cool humpy. Gonna catch some on it this weekend." Double exclamation. Okay, I hope so. I hope you do, Chris. Aspiring angler Chris Johnson. I hope you do. Did you paint any of those tactical bass and DD cranks that Matt sent out to different painters? No, I didn't. I don't know anything about that. I have painted for him. I painted like 20 S waivers in bone, but they didn't go through. It was a weird deal. Like, he wouldn't like direct. It's like you had to go through a handler, and the handler was at Bullshed, and he was like, Buka asked me, he was like, Matt needs some S waivers painted. Can you do it? Of course. He said he just wants some bone and not that ugly ass yellow bone. I said, okay. And I said, give me my number, my email or whatever. And he said, No, I'm just going to give him your address. And he's going to send the baits, or somebody's going to send the baits, and then you send them here, or send them. I'll send you his address. And like it's like no contact with Matt, but like they were for Matt. It was fucking stupid. No, Mark Aaron, Mini R was the big giant one. It's a stupid ass name because anytime I ask people that I'm looking for Mini R's, like anybody would, they assume it's like the little one, but the Mini R is like the biggest one. Once I get done dotting these, I'll look over here and see if I can pull one because they are not many. They are not many. It is pure poppycock, indeed. Mini R. There's one. Oh, I got one over here. Let's get the whip out of it. So that one. There's a regular Wear. I think the Maxi was the deep one. There's like a deep Wear. And here's the Mini R. It's got the square bill in it. I think the Maxi had the Hakadumas deep diving lip because it did make one of those. The Rebel really screwed the pooch on their names. They're hugely confusing, and they don't make any sense. I guess because they had the Wii would be smaller than I guess Mini. I don't know. I don't understand it. I've never been a gigantic Rebel fan. I used to throw the deep Wear a lot early in the year. Definite hidden gem in Coldwater. They run real weird though. They're kind of mechanical. But Baxter did a questionnaire on his story about best Coldwater crank. Deep Wear is one of them. And Deep Blue Limb, probably the most underestimated Coldwater bait there is. Did you collab with Lucky Crafts? Yes, I did. Last fall. I did those last October. No. Yeah, was that last year? When did I do those? Was that a whole year ago? Has a year passed since I did those? Damn, it has. Yes. I guess that was a year ago. Is that right? Yeah, that was Nathan. There was I was the I was kind of the guinea pig on that deal. I was the experiment. Well, I did them last October. They sent them to me. They sent them to me at the end of August or 1st of September. And it took me about a month and a half, nearly 2 months to do them. It's close to 1,000 baits. Just me. And they didn't, I think they released them that February, maybe. They had them for a while after I did them, but yeah, they royally ate the sheep shit on the whole release of them, because to me they did it wrong. Like they were unveiling the chop shop. This was the first release from the chop shop, and the promo video they did for them was just, they threw it in with a bunch of other shit, and it I don't I don't think that they I don't think that they even said that they were like custom painted. Like they like beat around the bush to the point where it made it sound like you didn't know if I designed the paint jobs and farmed it out to Lucky Craft. Lucky Craft just painted my paint job, or if I did it. They didn't even say, I don't even think they verbally said Tacklecraft. Like just a piss poor job on like promoting it. And it was just kind of like they mentioned it in passing with all the other shit. Like, oh, we're doing this chop shot thing with all the bunch of painters in the nation. And, here's the first one. Lucky Craft, Red Crawl, Bluegill, Shad, really cool colors. And that was it. Let's see what the next bait is. It's like, you fucking morons. Like, that doesn't get people excited about jack shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a it doesn't seem like it's like an exclusive handcrafted thing. It just sounds like it's just some more bullshit we got to sell, which is, I guess, how they look at it, because you can tell by how they promoted it. But I thought they would do better than that. They didn't. They did a shitty job, so whatever. If they wonder why the chop shop doesn't work and all the chop shop baits sit there, there's a start. No, I think it was in the description, like in the video title, maybe. But no, it was, I mean, to me, it was embarrassing. I didn't even, like, when they posted that video, I didn't even share it. Like, no, fuck y'all. Hugely disappointed. Too busy trying to buy Sakamatas, probably. I mean, if they really wanted to do a good job promoting it, when one of their media people was traveling from like Florida to Texas, why not have them swing by the shop and show what it takes to make that happen? How about that? I know they got people all over the place. I mean, if you really want to promote something, that's a good start. But what do I know? I'm just a bait painter. They didn't ask me what colors I thought. Like, they asked me nothing about color, which I thought was odd. Yeah, they did. They did one. They did one video, and that was it. I was hoping I was going to get one of the energetic dudes, but I didn't. I didn't get an energetic guy. I got some dude put me to sleep. Yeah, but they're badass paint jobs. Like that shad and the gill are super badass. The crawl I thought was lame, which to me, a guy who's custom painted crankbaits for a damn decade, if you're gonna release a custom painted bait, if I'm gonna wow the Tackle Warehouse people, the Tackle Warehouse viewers, I'm not gonna paint something that they've seen 1,000 times on every bait. I'm not gonna paint a red crawl. It doesn't get you excited. It doesn't think, ooh, that's exclusive. I won't find that anywhere else. Why choose that color? Why not say, excuse me, painter man, we want to do a translucent red crawl, but how can we make it look not like dog shit? And they didn't look like dog shit. They looked great, but how do we make them look custom? Oh, well, guess what? That's my expertise. Um, but no, they didn't ask. They didn't ask what the painter dude thought. I guess they didn't care. And I'm sure they've got some sort of metrics that show what all, they sell, more transparent red crawls than any other color, and they thought it would be a damn layup. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that with custom painted baits. That's why they're custom. You know what I mean? Like, that would be the same shit as saying, TK, we're going to hire you for your custom painting expertise on a collab with Strike King. We want you to paint sexy shad. And people are going to get excited about it. No, they're not. They're going to think it's fucking stupid because it is. People aren't idiots. And that's what I took that as. Is like, we're just going to throw this out there. And people are going to get excited about it. Or we don't care if they get excited about it. Like, they got almost there. And then they just like fumbled at the damn end zone. The whole deal felt rushed. It was bad all around. I mean, they were, don't get me wrong, they were great to work with. That part was great. I feel like they should have, conceptually, it should have been talked about more. But whatever. Water under the bridge. The idea was cool. It was a great idea. It wasn't executed properly because they're corporate. That's the difference. Is that like that's what happens when you get bean counters trying to do cool shit. They don't. They like their intentions are good, but they don't know how to execute it because they're fucking too busy counting their money. I mean, maybe they just think I'm some dumbass bait painter, but I could have helped them. I could have helped, especially with their resources, dude. We could have made that shit so badass. They must have blown all their money on their graphic design package for the Chop Shop, which wasn't even that good. I was proud of the gill and the shad. Those were bad. The pearl that's in the gill is like $100 an ounce. It's the most expensive pearl I have, and you can tell why when you like get that bait. Late night finger fest. That's us. We're fingering. Shawnee. Dead Rabbit, what are you talking about, dude? Don't need all that detail and baits. How do you tell a dude that custom paints fishing lures and tweaks tackle that you don't need that much detail in baits? Help me understand. Help my brain from not exploding. Addicted. Custom glide baits. I made a small gill for a while. It's like 5.5 inches. The man in the comments, Tato Designs, he's the man that makes the glides. You want to see one? Your dick might shoot out of your pants after you see it, though, so beware. So I painted it and scaled it. Josh built it. Only recently has baits gotten this detailed. I mean, not really. Oh, I mean, if that's the pace, if that's the case, then why didn't everybody just throw some bullshit bone clown color from 1983, bro? It doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. Just throw black. Stop lying. I'm losing brain cells at a rapid pace. On get big honking. What does that mean? Just jointed? I can't understand anything in the comment section. I need a translator. Pictures don't do it justice. It is the truth. It is the truth. All right, I'm almost done with this shit. I'm almost done with this shit. Yes, if you're in the search for glide baits, I'm not the guy. Tattoo Designs, I would buy his. I don't have to deport the trolls, they deport themselves. All right. One more. Black Crackle, yes. I did a run of top waters in Black Crackle. Here's the problem with Crackle is that Crackle, to me, in my experience, is wildly inconsistent. So I try and use it very limitedly. I see lots of eye dotting in the Teto booth. Yeah, I did black. It looked kind of like crocodile skin or some shit. Because I did like a satin clear coat on it, and it looked like it looked like an animal, like a reptile skin. But yeah, here's Josh's bait. Another peak, silicone tail, perfectly stable. Burn, wide, chop, does whatever you want. All around, great glide. Spray can work fine. If it's already like, I don't have like the Crackle I have is it's not a like the spray can. The Crackle is mixed in with the color. Mine is just a Crackle medium that you spray over the color you want to crackle. So it's touchy. The shit I use, The shit I use is for like woodworking. Guys use it to like age furniture and shit. I don't know if Josh has any on his website. He might. But I know he just finished a damn bucket full. There you go. Don't let him tell you he doesn't have baits. He's got them. Take your pick, bro. He's got them. I've seen some pretty badass guitars done in Crackle. I don't know the company, but they pop up on like Instagram or YouTube on in like the shorts or something. But they spray like all neons under the Crackle and then spray the black over all the neons, and then when it crackles all through all the cracks, it's like neon yellow and orange and pink and shit. Those are always cool to see. Oh, I need hemostats. I want to try crackling out a pawn shop Strat. I mean, you certainly could. Get that swim bait designed by an actual fisherman. I know, it's a crazy concept. Crazy concept. BBC, a crackled Strat doesn't really seem like your style, bro. If you see any pics of those cracked guitars, send me pics. Dude, they're everywhere. Let's see. I think I follow some of those people on the gram. Oh yeah, these things are everywhere, dude. Here's one. We can watch together this thing crackle. Once it starts flashing off, it'll start crackling. There it goes. So the stuff I've got, the heavier you spray it, the heavier it crackles. But the lines sometimes get so big that it's just like two big lines that are like the cracks. And if you do it too light, it barely crackles. So there's like a very fine point where it'll like crackle evenly and like the right size. Like that one's cool. I don't know how they got it to do like that one had like highlights around the cracks. I don't know how they got that to do. I don't know how they did that. I don't know how they did a double crackle. Unless they like inside the cracks has two different colors. That's weird. I don't know how they did that. Unless they airbrushed it. But it's apparently pretty popular in the. Here's a candy corn one. It's apparently pretty popular in the guitar world. Who knew? This stuff crackles super fast too. What a waste. I haven't tried mixing that shit in my paint. I'm kind of scared to. There it goes. I guess I need to do a video. I mean, that video got 310,000 views. I guess I need to do a Instagram reel showing a bait crackle. Mark it down, things to do. Make a bait crackle. This is way sexier. Yeah, I'm not in love. No, this one's kind of cool. It's kind of like a cheetah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think it's cool in concept. But AJ, the smart thing to do would be to have the link to my Amazon shop that sells the crackle paint. That's what a smart man would do. How'd you do that? I use this paint. Order some, and then they blast some rattle can lacquer over their Createx and write me to bitch about it. How'd you do that? That's fine. That's fine. I'll tell them. I would love for people to crackle everything. You can also there's honestly a lot of ways to crackle stuff. A really good one that's easy to do is you just spray the back. Like if you want the green to show through, you spray your green like down the back of your bait, and then you take your black and you spray over it, and you spray so much black. It's typically works best with water-based paint. You just like cake that shit on to where it's so thick it just starts separating and it'll crackle on its own. You hit it with a hair dryer, just like it'll crackle just the same. Some people use Elmer's glue. There's a lot of different ways people crackle. But I don't think I have a personal I don't think I have one of those personal crackle baits. I don't. Did I even post those on Instagram? I wonder. There's so many best ways to paint a sexy guitar, and crackle is not on the top. Nah. If I'm wanting to paint like straight sex appeal on a guitar, a guitar is a lot to me. Like I like crackle on the back of a bait, or on a small bait, and it's not overkill. But on something like as big as a guitar, I feel like that's so much crackle that it's a lot of crackle. I'm trying to see. I guess I never posted those baits on the gram. Go figure. Go figure. Did I not? Doesn't appear that way. No. Did anybody get these? I must have been, I don't know what kind of influence I was under, but the mistake, you can't see it, where I foiled the Dreamwalker and I did one side silver and one side gold. What was I thinking? Over foil that I foiled without epoxy. What an idiot. Whatever, neon green BC Rich. Hello, Crayons. Creepy old man. I didn't think I would like it, but the customer was happy. By customer, do you paint guitars for people regularly? Is that something you do, is paint things? Let's see if I can find that. I do like, what do they call that? There's a name for that. The white, something, I feel like it's something snake. Yeah, I'm with you. I like the like very faded out kind of aesthetic of the. It's not heavy contrast. Not heavy contrast. Let's see. Let's see if I can find this damn thing. Let's see if I can dig up that picture. Tommy Grant. What the fuck is that? Let me look this person up. Tommy Grant. Canadian football player? A hockey player? Or are they just randoms browsing the late night YouTube streams? Kirk Hammett? Is he selling greenie? Is that a team? Remind you of Diddy. Yes. You know, bro, I get that shit all the time and I don't understand it. PBC, I'll tell you something. Kirk Hammett to me is a shitty guitar player. James is a better lead player than Kirk. I don't know how anybody could argue that. Kirk is not a great lead player. To me anyway. Shouldn't be necessary, Brian. We don't do these late night streams too often. Mr. Clean. This is not even amusing. We're getting out of here. I'm going home. Later. Diddy out.